What's going on, you all? This is Brother D here, coming back at you with another edition of the Brother D Show podcast. And on today's show, we will be talking from the subject, you have the power to bounce back. You have the power to bounce back. You can bounce back from any given situation or circumstance that presents itself to you. And that says to you, you'll never be able to come out of what you're dealing with right now. The odds might have been stacked against you, and they might be stacked against you right now. But I want you to know that you have the power to bounce back. People might have spoke ill against you, might have spoke defamation, and might have spoke a lot of different evil things against you and your name and your character. But know that you can bounce back from it. Because when they thought you were done, when they thought that everything was stacked up against you and that you could not see your way clear, I want you to know that you can bounce back. People have a way of thinking that if they put you in a corner, if they put you in a place of isolation, if they put you in a place where they feel like your connections are not really dealing with you, or it looks like you don't have too many people in your corner, they might think he's done, she's done. We got them right where we want them. But it doesn't have to be like that. And sometimes you have to get to a point where you yourself will make it look like there's not a lot of people in your corner. Sometimes you have to allow it to look like that for a while. But at the right time, these people who thought they had you figured out are going to realize that you always had people. It might not have appeared to be that way while it looked like they had a whole bunch of people. But sometimes you have to get to a point where you don't tell everything. You don't tell everybody your next move. You don't tell everybody what you're going to do, what your next step is, what your next goal is. Sometimes you can't share everything. Why? Because everybody that you tell is not always going to be happy for you. You can't expect to tell people what your next move is, and you're not sure if they're really happy for you or not. Because people will try to speak different things against your next dream or your next goal, and you're sitting there wondering, how come it has not come to pass? How come it has not yet become a reality in my life? Could it be that you're telling too many people what your next move is? Now, I know everybody, for the most part, in my opinion, wants to believe that you're going to have people that's going to be happy for you. And of course, you'll have people who's going to be happy for you. But you have to realize that you can't tell everybody everything, because everybody is not for you. Even if they smile in your face and even if they pat you on the back, that does not mean that they are for you or they're your friend. And this is why sometimes you have to move in silence. You have to get to a place where you move in silence and you don't tell everybody your next move. You just go and execute the move. And tell the people later. Tell them after the fact, after it's been established, after you've already took the final step to make it become a reality. I'm telling you guys, it's serious. So if you don't have your own place, if you don't currently have a job, if you don't currently have certain things lined up right now, don't be ashamed. Just go and get the work done. Do whatever you can to fix the situation and tell people after the fact. Why? Because there are people who are always looking for ways to try to do what? Mess you up. And it's the truth. It's the truth. So you have to realize that you have to move in silence, especially when you feel like you've been attacked, especially when you feel like you've been surrounded by people who really did not want the best for you, but acted like they did, but you found out that they really didn't want the best for you. However you found out, that's your business. But you found out that they didn't want the best for your life. So when you found that out, when the real them began to come out, you had to come to a place of understanding and say, okay, I know how to move with this person. I know what to say and what not to say, and how far to go and how far to refrain. And it's the truth. You have to learn how to protect yourself and protect your dreams, protect your goals. So I just wanted to share that piece with you also. But I'm telling you right now, you can make it. You can push through. Because there's some people who don't even understand. How are you still standing after all the hell that you've been through in your life? You don't have to be too young or too old to go through hell. I must say that again. You don't got to be, quote unquote, too young or too old. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own experience. Everybody has their own stuff that they've gone through that makes them who they are today. That shapes and molds them and causes them to act and think the way that they do today. And you have to be content with knowing that what I went through is what I went through. I can't go back and change it. I can't turn the hands of time back. Whatever it taught me is whatever it taught me. I'm content with it. Now I'm moving on. Now I'm moving on. I want you to know, after all the stuff that you've experienced in your life, whether you feel like a certain parent wasn't there for you, whether you feel like certain things just didn't happen for you like how it happened for the next person. You felt like there were so many things against you compared to the next person who it seemed like everybody liked. I'm talking to those people who feel like that, who just feel like your life's been rough and you don't even know what you did wrong, what you said wrong. But that's just the way your life has been. But I want you to know that you can bounce back. You can bounce back from it. From a hard life, from stress, from any form of addiction, from anything, any challenge, any vice that you're dealing with. You can bounce back from it. So what? Somebody found out that you're dealing with a certain thing or you have a certain struggle. So what? You do what you can and you bounce back. So what if they thought that you were going to be the last to accomplish this and the last to accomplish that? You bounce back. Why? Because you have the power. It's innately placed on the inside of you. It's there. It is there. Whether you feel like you have the strength or not, it's there. Think of it like this. You could have had a real hellish work week. But you get up on the weekends. You get up the next week and you go back to work. You get up every day and you say, I'm just going to go. I'm going to go clear my head. You show back up to the office when they were there sitting there talking about you. You get back on the Zoom meeting with people who don't like you. You're bouncing back. That's a perfect example of a bounce back. You didn't quit your job just because things got hard. You show back up to work. You show back up. Another example of a bounce back is, hey, they said that you would never get married, never have children. You might have been the last to do so, but guess what? You did it. You did it. You made it. And for that, you should be extremely grateful. You bounced back. They thought the diagnosis was going to take you out, but you actually became better and accomplished more with the diagnosis. You beat the odds. You beat cancer. You beat whatever it is that you got diagnosed with. But guess what? You bounced back. Bounce back from a place where they were going to pronounce you as being dead, or that disease was going to take you out of here. And here it is that you're doing more, and you're being more productive, and you're living life. And you have more of an appreciation for life. You bounce back from the negative report. You bounce back. Those are perfect examples of what a bounce back looks like. I'm telling you guys, it's in you because you've done it before. It's in you because you've done it before. And if you were not a real solid person, or a person who has a lot of value on the inside of you, you wouldn't have been going through all that opposition. Them jealous people wouldn't have been coming against you the way they've been coming against you, because you have something in you that the next person they want and they desire. Bounce back. Anyway, bounce back. Bounce back from the rumors and the lies and the gossip. Bounce back from it. Don't let them stop you. Don't let them block you. Don't let them change who you are so they can feel better. No. You win in life anyway. Winning may not always it may not always be getting a certain job, getting a certain career, getting a certain degree. Winning could be the fact that you went through the worst season of your life and you still have your right mind. You are not considered or labeled crazy. Winning could be, you know what, I'm going to go to the movies. I just went through 5 to 10 years of hell, but I'm still sane. Winning could be you going to a restaurant, you meeting up with an old friend, and you all are going out and you all are celebrating. You're winning. You still got your mind. You still got your sanity. You're winning. It didn't kill you. It didn't take you out of here. You develop more skills. You develop certain things. You're more sharper in certain areas where you might not have been sharper in if had you not gone through that trial. So I want you to know, you can bounce back because you've already been doing it. You've already been doing it. For some of you all, you came through physical therapy. So for some of you all, you came through some hardships. You went through some real trying stuff. But look at you today. Look at how far you've come. You've bounced back. So if you did it before, you can surely do it again. This is Brother D, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. You all take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one.